All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another podcast of the YouTube Business Academy podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 most underrated YouTube Shorts niches.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we are going to define the criteria that we use to find these niches because, as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to the water, or no, actually, that's a different one. As the saying goes, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can give a man a fishing rod and you can feed him for a lifetime.
Very
and
nice.
The same thing here. We can give you all the niches, which we will, the top 10 in our opinions that are underrated in this podcast episode. But most importantly, we are going to give you, or hopefully we will guide you into the direction where you will be able to think about how to choose a niche that is underrated and where you can break out and get a lot of views, watch time, subscribers, and everything else that you ever wanted out of YouTube.
Yeah, and the whole reason why is also because in the Discord community, a lot of people are asking, what kind of niche should I go for? And most people end up like in the same niche because they only want a high RPM, so they all want to go into a motivational niche or finance niche or make money niche. But this podcast is also to show you like there are many niches that are like underrated, uncommon, that have a lot of potential. And we also used very clear criteria for these niches. Like it's very important that all the niches have like a clear audience, so it's easy to target them.
Boom, Ron just goes right in.
Let's go, right? We're here about value.
Ron just goes bam, right in.
And we have 10 niches, so...
All right.
No, but why having a clear audience is important is because it's way easier to target while doing your shorts, for example.
Okay, so first criteria is to have a clear audience.
Yeah, it's easy. Like, for example, like if you have like a hobby, for example, you know what kind of people, like the people are all the same if they do the same hobby. They have the same interest. The audience is probably look alike. They have like overlapping interests, which makes it easier for you to model a short that will fit their interests.
Like the saying goes, if you're doing content or if you're doing whatever for everyone, you're not doing it for anyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
So by having a clear audience, it's much better to be I'm just spitting quotes today. It's much better to be a big fish in a small pond than to be a small fish in a big pond.
Exactly. And it's also way easier to target, basically, because you don't have to make any decisions because you're just in this pond.
And usually the more unconventional you think, the better your results are going to be.
Yeah.
I learned that when I was a kid, when I started like a group on Facebook about fingerboarding. I just literally started it without pursuing any external goal. I was just super into it myself.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to just like post, stuff there about news and all the different findings. And that group grew to like a couple of thousand people without me actually doing anything, just like sharing and providing value. So you can grow in any niche, even the most unconventional ones.
Yeah, especially because those kind of hobbies are probably so niche down that it's very difficult to find like-minded people. And when there's finally a platform or a community.
And we were listening to a Sam Ovens video when we were in the car on the way to this villa about communities. Yeah. You know, how his whole life he was looking for a community whenever he was passionate about something. Yeah,
that's basically also the thing when you're starting a YouTube Shorts channel. You're basically also building a community.
You should be building a community.
Yeah, you're doing it. Like So, clear audience, clear interests, that makes it easier to target. Also, since we're in a YouTube automation space, they need to be done faceless. So nothing like do it yourself or like repairs. That's like offline. You can do it, but it's not like a YouTube automation game.
It's pretty hard to do like DIY or repairs or like minimalistic living faceless.
Yeah, it's impossible. Like it's probably possible, but it's harder to do. So that's the criteria. It's easy to do faceless because the footage is available online, or you're able to create a nice video just with a custom voiceover. And of course, it needs to have a proof of concept, which means there are shorts available on YouTube in this niche with at least 100,000 views or more. So that shows like there is potential in the niche, and you're at least able to get like the monetization threshold.
Yeah.
So
proof of concept. do not reinvent the wheel.
No. I want to dive right in, but hey, I'll wait for George. Maybe George wants to say something.
Well, we have these 10 niches here outlined, but yeah, probably just expand on the point that do not reinvent the wheel, and it's important to first check for something that has already worked, because if you're trying to create demand in the market, okay, if we're talking like in terms of economics, that's very hard. It's way easier to satisfy existing demand and to diversify your offering, okay? Talking in terms of like economics. But all right, top 10 underrated niches. Niche number 1.
Yeah, and actually niche number 1 is actually also like 20 niches. Because the niche number 1 is like niche hobbies.
Okay.
We will name a couple.
So what does that mean?
Niche hobbies is basically people have hobbies.
Okay.
What they do in their free time.
Okay.
One goes fishing. I do bodybuilding. You do yoga.
Yeah.
Already 3 niches right there.
Okay.
Because people with a hobby, they have a very specific interest in that thing.
What if someone is listening and they're like, I have no hobbies?
Doesn't matter. Like if they want to start a YouTube channel, maybe then YouTube is their hobby. So like it doesn't matter if it's your own hobby.
Okay.
You can get a freelancer and he will make the content.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying with this is like every hobby has a clear audience.
Yeah.
Audience will have a clear interest in the hobby. And the hobby probably has a lot of footage available on the internet.
Yeah.
And you can leverage the footage, get the audience towards your shorts channel. And there are so many hobbies out there that basically number 1 is already a top 30 list.
Probably more.
Yeah.
I mean, there are thousands of different hobbies, and if you're stuck thinking, I don't know any hobbies, open up ChatGPT or Google and type in, give me, top 10 different hobbies, or give me 10 unconventional hobbies, and then just go down the rabbit hole and figure out what different niches there are. And when you find something that you're like, oh, that looks pretty cool, take a note of that. Yeah. Take note of those 5 moments when you're like, oh, that's pretty cool as well. And then look at them, look for proof of concept. Just like filter through the different ideas and see where you can make a faceless video that has already been proven to get at least 100K views. And there you have it.
Yeah, we found a lot of examples, especially in bodybuilding, like a lot of motivational videos, exercises, and the footage is online available. And it has a very clear fan base, basically. So that's a way you can go. Just make a list of hobbies, and it makes it easier if you're interested in the hobby yourself. Yeah. Because you just know what your audience would like to see. It makes it easier. It's not required. Maybe you can find a freelancer that is interested in it as well. Right. Number 2. Yep. I think number 2 is pretty interesting because basically it's like narrowing down to specific demographics. So basically what it means is you can make your shorts based on age maybe or location. What you can do is, for example, is make a short about the best restaurants in Colorado. Okay. And you target like a specific city. Okay. Or you can target maybe a specific area or age group. And that way, instead of like going into like a niche, like a hobby, or for example, you look purely at demographic. Yeah. Because, for example, if you want to visit Colorado, you want to know what the best places are, and why do you want to watch? But maybe you don't have the time to watch a 10-minute video. Yeah. You can watch a 60-second short. Yeah. Here are the top 5 places to visit in Colorado. Bam, 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 bam. Exactly. That's one thing. You can do it in about every city in the world or every country in the world. Exactly. Exactly. So I think that's one is pretty interesting. You can also filter it by age. Yeah, for example, maybe you will want to show older people are not so much on shorts maybe, but just an example. Maybe you want to teach old people how to use certain things on the internet, like software. You can show it in a short, I don't know. How to budget your monthly expenses in 60 seconds or less. Or when you're a student, maybe. It's also a demographic. Pretty interesting. So instead of looking at like a actual hobby or a thing, a demographic is also a way to look at it. Gender. Yeah, just make content for women. Hey, what about men? Or transgender people. Or transgender people as well. It doesn't matter. Everything. It's funny, but like we're laughing, but I think it will work. It's a thing. Yeah. Again, it's the group is becoming bigger and bigger. Yeah. And they maybe don't find themselves hurt. Yeah. So you can... Not hurt. Yeah, heard. Heard. Okay, so demographics. Yeah.
So you can narrow it down by specific demographics.
Yeah.
For example, like Ron said, the best restaurants in Colorado, and then instead of Colorado and instead of restaurants, plug in anything you can think
you can
of.
make unlimited videos, basically.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Next one is esports and competitive gaming. Creating shorts about competitive gaming, esports, and strategies for different games can appeal to a niche audience interested in competitive gaming and esports. Gaming is becoming bigger and bigger, same as normal shorts, has a clear audience.
Yeah, same with like football. Football has a clear audience, clear fan base. Same with games. Like, people like gaming a lot.
Dude, it's so big. They even have like this face rug or something. They did like an IPO company in like gaming.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I think even the game League of Legends is now considered as a real sport because it's like a mental game.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, so...
If I tell my father that League of Legends, like a video game, is considered a real sport, he will slap me across the face.
But chess is also a real sport, right? Basically,
yeah.
I can understand it because
I can understand chess though. But is that a bias?
But I've done League of Legends like 5 years ago. Like I was not good at all, but like there are a lot of factors you need to take into account.
Yeah, true.
So same with chess, like you need to look ahead. So that makes sense, but like the thing is with sports, we see it like always more physical than mental.
That's probably just our perception of it. So we need to be more open-minded. But I read somewhere that people who are good at gaming, they actually have a better understanding of game theory than other people.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
crazy.
But still, like
so we're not hating on gaming people, by the way.
Oh no, I game myself. So
I gamed myself World of Warcraft for like 5 years. Yeah. You know, I loved it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
but it's addictive though. Be careful. Yeah. If you're a gaming dude, you can be wasting so much time. Yeah. I know some high level people who are like entrepreneurs and stuff. You today,
I did one game of FIFA.
Yeah, you went to the
15
room.
minutes.
You sat down. Yeah, but this is just an example that you're not wasting time, but you're just kind of taking your mind off the thing, right? Just 15 minutes,
and
just play a game.
I couldn't go outside. Okay.
I smell bull.
Okay, but the thing is, like, the gaming industry is growing, and you can make compilations of maybe good people doing games. I have no clue. Like League of Legends, you can do like maybe crazy moves. Call of Duty, crazy quick scope. I have no idea. I haven't played those games for a long time, but still, it's a big niche, and especially competitive gaming. I think a lot of people that are in school right now, like 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, they want to be a competitive gamer, I think.
Or YouTubers.
So why not use that as a trend maybe and make content about it? It's an assumption, but it's just another niche that we just give away here.
Dude, the next one is crazy.
Yeah.
Hand lettering and calligraphy. Videos that teach people how to create beautiful handwriting and calligraphy using different tools such as pens, markers, and brushes.
Yeah, but you can also, the thing is, it also looks nice, like nice to the eye.
It's a visually appealing.
Exactly. So you see a lot of these videos. I've seen a lot of these videos on, I think, on Instagram as well and YouTube Shorts. It's just so satisfying to watch those lines. And like, if you can collaborate with maybe some people, like influencers that do this for fun,
right?
And you can monetize it through YouTube Shorts maybe and use their content in a legal way. Yeah. It's still faceless. Yeah. And you have a whole unique approach.
Yeah.
And people like
buy license to their content,
or just work together with them,
or work together, figure out a partnership deal, and then you can also promote pens.
And by the way, it's still faceless because they just show you.
And it's such a specific thing, because like people who would be interested in calligraphy are very likely to buy a pen. I feel like. No, seriously.
Yeah, sure. Sick profit margin.
Yeah, crazy, and like the average order value is probably insane as well there.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, but the thing is, it works because I know a guy that also did like this other satisfying thing. Like, how do you call it? Like the little kids that they have like the gel, no, like the smudge. How do you call it? Slime. Slime is what I mean. And like there are a lot of YouTube channels out there doing the slime as well, and they mix it with colors, and it's like very appealing for small kids, I think.
Dude, have you ever touched slime?
I think so, yeah.
Dude, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but for small kids.
I don't understand how, like, I thought that it wouldn't be sticky, but it actually is pretty sticky. Or either I had bad slime, I don't know.
Could be. But still, like, it's satisfying to watch. So
Yeah, for
it
real.
can work. So let's go to the next one.
Oh, that's popular. Go for it.
Mental health and self-care. Yeah.
Videos that focus on mental health and self-care topics such as stress management, mindfulness, and coping with anxiety and depression.
Yeah, because like having a depression right now, like it's almost popular. Like a lot of people have it. So probably a lot of people are also looking for a solution.
Yeah.
So if you can make a custom short, get over your depression within 60 seconds, probably not like realistic.
Yeah.
But people would want to watch it. You can make a custom script, custom voiceover, custom footage, and give people actual solutions to solve.
By the way,
solve it, help.
it might come off that like maybe we're not serious about it, or maybe we're laughing a little bit about this, but like we do understand that it's a real thing.
Of course.
You know, and we do know that a lot of people suffer. And like, matter of fact, I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called Altered Traits: Science Reveals How Meditation Changes Your Mind, Brain, and Body. And it talks, you know, a lot about how depression is a clinical not disease, but a clinical illness, and how meditation helps with that a lot. And so, yeah, by no means we are, obviously not, but yeah, that it's also, you need to understand, or that's kind of my opinion, is that I feel that a lot of people self-induce depression onto themselves. And they can not easily, but they could snap out of it if they just like change the environment. And I know it's easier said than done. And I had, times in my life where, me obviously now saying it sounds a lot easier. If you're in it, then, probably seek some help, professional help. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people probably are also just self-inducing that onto themselves without actually having any biochemical substance behind it. So just a little tangent.
Yeah, so helping people through those videos with like stress management and everything can work. Of course, next one, personal finance and budgeting. Like people...
Wait, hold up. We just brushed through it. Stress management, mindfulness, and coping with anxiety and depression. What kind of shorts can we make there?
Basically, you can make custom shorts about telling people how to manage their stress. I don't know. Could be.
Okay, so like
you're reading a book, so maybe you know more about it.
A faceless video about mental health and self-care. Yeah, I feel like what could help here, or what could be work here, is like maybe getting some interesting stories that helps, or also, I don't know if you've been recommended those apps where like meditation apps. And where it's like take a deep breath in.
And you can do a guided meditation.
Yeah, guided meditations and all those.
With a voiceover.
Yeah, but make sure that it's like custom, footage.
Yeah.
Next up.
Yeah. Personal finance and budgeting, basically in the same space as the last one, but more focused on finance. So you can teach people how to maybe live on a budget, how to save money, how to spend money wisely, maybe invest for the future, like maybe do some investing advice I wouldn't do because that's tricky. Basically teach people how to manage their money.
Yeah.
Invest. Yeah.
Yeah. The
high RPM as well.
Yeah. It's called money hygiene. That's a thing. So, you can ask ChatGPT for some very wise advice about money, relate that to a story, read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Example, take some stories from there as well, animate them, or turn them.
You can do like highlights of certain books in the space.
Yeah,
and make a short out of it, because a lot of people they say they don't have the time to read a book. Well, then they can watch a YouTube short maybe.
Yeah, and you're also doing good, by doing a little short that is like 60 seconds that has, advice that is timeless, basically about financial hygiene or financial education. You're doing. It's a win-win for everybody, basically. So.
Yeah, I think so too. Next one, number 7, language learning. A lot of people want to learn new languages.
Yeah.
You can basically do it also faceless. Have a nice design with maybe a word on the screen, and you show how to pronounce it together with a voiceover.
A concept you can do is something like 5 words. Here
example,
are
yeah.
5 new words in whatever language it is. You know.
Yeah,
what
and
I
maybe
mean?
you can post like daily, so somebody can learn 5 new words every day.
And then you have like a dedicated channel to that specific language.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can be like, hello, ni hao,
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
you know, and then like you do that, and then you just all you have to do is just every day post 5 new words, like a short with 5 new words.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna subscribe because they're gonna be like, that's a good idea. I want to be recommended that every day, you know.
Yeah.
So they will be watching that. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah, I think it matches a little bit the first one, the hobbies, the art and craft, like tutorials or things like show people how to make certain things within like knitting, for example, how to make a paper airplane, how to do certain painting. I think it falls like nicely together with the hobby,
Right.
the hobby one.
Yeah.
Because again, people want to learn how to do painting in a certain way. Maybe there are some painting techniques that you can explain through a custom script, custom voiceover, and get again the footage maybe from an influencer you can work together with.
Yeah.
That matches together. Yeah, that's possible.
If you start a language learning YouTube Shorts channel, please hit me up. I'm so curious.
Yeah.
Really, I'm so curious how the demographics are gonna be like. You know, what's the subscription rate is gonna be like or not. But number 8, art and craft tutorials.
Oh, we just got that one.
We just got that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pet care.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Pet care. Videos that focus on the care and training of different types of pets, such as dogs, cats, birds, and reptiles. These videos could include tips on grooming, feeding, and training, as well as advice on common health issues.
So I think this is also nicely matching again with like the self-care and the personal finance niche, but now about pets. You can basically create a custom script, custom voiceover that explains, hey, how to raise your dog in a proper way, so it will not be like a rude dog. I don't know.
Dude, you'd be surprised. Most dogs that don't do any pet training and anything, they're so not like misbehaving. Like, I'll give you one example. You know, you see often like a person is walking with a dog, okay? Now, if the dog is walking in front of you, simply in front of you, that is already a dog that is misbehaving or like not behaving well.
Yeah.
Because a dog needs to walk next to you. Matter of fact, he needs to walk just slightly behind you, and the leash needs to be it needs to be quite loose. It needs to walk without you having to actually do something. That's a well-trained dog. Why? Well, the answer is we operate from emotions, right? Human beings. Animals operate mostly from instincts. Now, dogs originate from wolves, and wolves operate in packs, okay? Now, pack leader is the one who walks in front of the pack. So if you're a dog and your dog perceives you and your family as a pack. So if your dog is walking in front of everybody, it's putting itself as a leader to your family or to your pack. Okay? And over a sudden it's putting like you guys below it, or you as the owner of that, right? Of that dog. So
well, that's a short idea here. The YouTube Shorts idea. You can make a short about it.
exactly.
Yeah.
There is his name is Dog Whisperer Caesar Milan. My sister once gave me, like, the reason I noticed because my sister once gave me her dog for like a weekend, and that dog was horrible, like so misbehaving. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna learn about this. Yeah. So I went onto YouTube. I discovered Caesar Milan, and I just started consuming his content about like dog training and everything. And I learned so much. I think I even bought like his book and everything. I just completely started learning about like instincts and dog training and all that. So it's actually super interesting in itself.
Interesting niche for sure.
Be curious about life.
Last one. Astrology
and horoscopes. Yay, that's my favorite one. Creating shorts about astrology, horoscopes, and other forms of divination can appeal to a niche audience interested in astrology, horoscopes, and other forms of divination. I have no idea what's divination, by the way. But yeah, I know what's astrology and horoscopes. Not into that myself.
Me neither.
But I know people, specifically women, who are into that.
Yeah.
Dude, they base their life decisions on this.
Yeah, and it's all. I think you can just read all the horoscopes on the internet. Is it changing? It's just set in stone.
You
right?
know, there are experts who sell courses in like tarot cards. I think they're called or something like that. You know, the cards.
Yeah.
Like they're experts who sell courses on that, dude. And there are people who buy it.
Of course. Yeah. People buy weird stuff. Or well, weird.
Ah,
It's just what you believe.
it's what you believe. We're not here to disrespect anyone. Maybe someone, but not really. But yeah, astrology and horoscope. That's an interesting niche for a faceless channel because it's quite easy, I would say, to do a faceless one. I have no idea.
Again, it's a custom script and a custom voiceover.
Yeah.
So and the footage is probably also on the internet. So I think it's pretty easy to do as well.
And you can probably do like, because you know, like the time always change and like the stars always change, so you can do like horoscopes. Because you know they always give you like a horoscope, like a new one. Oh, your horoscope for this week is
Update. Capital letters.
Yeah, you know.
Watch out! Stay inside today because stars don't align well. Sorry. I don't know. But yeah, it's a good niche.
Don't be sorry, be sexy.
All right, we got 10.
So what did you guys think? Those are pretty unconventional. It took us a while to put them together. But you get the idea.
What's your favorite?
Ooh, my favorite? I think my favorite one, well, if I had to do, I would probably go for bodybuilding. Matter of fact, on my main channel, when I first started, I showed you a video that I did of like, I recorded myself in the gym doing like different exercises. Then I had like a script. It's my first ever video. Yeah. And then I like hired a video editor. And then I read out the script. I sent the B-roll to the video editor and he put it together with like different graphs and everything. So I think it's just a natural thing to me because I used to be into bodybuilding myself. And so if I do something like this, I'd probably do around bodybuilding because I don't know. I just have like a thing. What about you?
Yeah, that's the same, but also the language learning one.
Yeah, language learning is cool. I'm so curious about that. Please, if you're listening or watching this, just like 5 new words every day in a specific language, and that's a channel in itself.
Yeah, but you can also do so many. You can do from Dutch to English, from English to Dutch, from Spanish to Dutch, you can do like all the combinations.
Dude, what if you create like a huge network? Yeah. What if you find like one short that, or like one format, one style that works, and then you just do all the languages?
Yeah, it's possible. But just start with one.
Start with one, find a concept that works, and then, yeah, if you find one concept that works, you can replicate it like crazy.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing. You're sexy and have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.